morning, Punk Lovers, it's Kian. Wait, hang on, I gotta fix this lighting. I look like a tomato, but I don't care. Okay, so today we're going to be doing the gender tag. I think that I did it earlier on this year, maybe. But I just watched a video of Miles doing it. I will leave that in the link below. I'll link that down below. So basically, I'm gonna be doing it. I have the questions written down. I wrote them down while I was watching the video, and bear with me, I'm very dyslexic, so let's get in the video. How do you self-identify your gender, and how do you self-identify your gender, and what does that definition mean to you? Okay, well, I identify as transgender, non-binary, just like Miles. I don't know if you guys saw my last video, but that will also be linked down below. But it basically means that I identify as a boy. Like, my pronouns are he, they, and my gender is a pretty complicated situation. It's just like certain people can call me these certain pronouns, certain people can call me these certain pronouns, and certain people can call me these certain pronouns. Like my father and other family who decides to can call me she, her pronouns. So there's that. What pronouns honor you? I just went over that. He, they. Describe the style of clothing that you most often wear. Okay. So as you can tell, I'm very into beanies. By the way, I got this for Christmas. Shout out to Seb. I got this for Christmas as well. It's a Doctor Who shirt. I just wear loose clothes, sometimes jeans, sometimes sweatpants. I really don't care, as long as I'm comfortable and as long as I feel confident, then we're good. Talk about your choices with body hair. How do you style your hair? Okay. So I have that. I have leg hair. I have arm hair. And I have this hair. For this hair, I legitimately just go into the bathroom. What is my eyebrow doing? I go into the bathroom and I just brush my hair, and it's always on this side, so. Do you have facial hair? If so, what do you choose to shave with or not to shave with? I don't have any facial hair. I'm trying to get a mustache in, but not everybody can grow a mustache before they start testosterone, so. Talk about cosmetics. Do you wear makeup? Do you paint your nails? What type of soaps and perfumes do you use, if any? I don't wear makeup. I never have, other than in color guard competitions, and I'm probably gonna have to wear makeup during color guard competitions at my new school. But, I just don't wear makeup. I paint my nails like once in a while. Only way that I would ever wear makeup is if I was doing cosplay, or if I was starring in a school play, or if I was just doing color guard competitions like I mentioned earlier. So that's cool. Have you experienced being misgendered so often? I am misgendered every day. Background story. If you guys haven't seen my video of me calling out Braden Kreidner on his bullshit, that's also linked down below. But I'm misgendered every day by family, friends, sometimes. But most of my friends understand the concept and call me by my preferred pronouns. But my dad's still getting used to it, which is really understandable because all my life I've always been his daughter, so he's getting used to it. I just came out earlier this year, so I'm giving him his time. I'm giving him until, I'm not giving him a deadline, honestly, because he needs his time. And I know that it's going to be really hard to adjust to it, but he needs his time and he'll eventually get used to it, because I came out this year. I was 14 whenever I came out. And on my 15th birthday, I asked him to call me Kian, and he said no. For Christmas this year, I asked him to get me a card that said, I'm his son, and then no. He said no. So, I don't think that he's gonna get used to it anytime soon, but I hope that he will, because I hate being misgendered and having the wrong name thrown at me every day, so. Do you experience dysphoria? How does that affect you? I experience dysphoria quite a bit. Sometimes I'm wearing a shirt and I'm just like, no, you can see too much from this shirt. You can tell that I don't have a flat chest, stuff like that. I try to bind my chest, but my binder doesn't really work very well because it's a belly binder, which has the same effect on, which basically has the same effect, but it is very uncomfortable. Let me just tell you, it is very, very uncomfortable because the texture of a belly binder, it's very uncomfortable, let's just say that. Dysphoria, it affects me to the point where I'm depressed again and I don't want to be back into that state of mind. So I basically just try to ignore it, and I ignore the comments, or do my best that I can, and I stick up for myself. Some of my friends stick up for me if I can't do it for myself, stuff like that. Talk about having children. Are you interested in having children? What would you want to carry a child? Me and Des have already talked about this. We have decided that if we were to get married and move in with each other, we were going to adopt children because both of us are going to start testosterone. Both of us are going to go through our total transition together, and we're going to do it all together because that's what we do. By the way, this is from Des. He got me a promise ring for Christmas, so that's awesome. But basically, I would not want to carry a child because meh. Talk about money. That's all I wrote for this because I was running out of room. Talk about money. I would help my family financially if I were to have one. I would pay half the bills along with Des, or if we were to have Mia move in with us, which we already talked about that as well, then she would pay a third, I would pay a third, Des would pay a third, and once Mia were to move out and become independent and be on her own, me and Des would split each bill. Like, we would split the home, the rent, the electrics, stuff like that. And anything else you want to share about your experience with your gender? Basically my experience with my gender is that it's really hard to come out because I've said this multiple times before to multiple people and to you guys, that I've known since I was 8, but I didn't know what it meant, and I was too scared to tell my dad, hey, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but I want to be a boy, so. But, sorry. But gender's a very complicated thing. You need your time to figure it out. Like, it took Miles like 18 years to figure it out, and I'll also link his coming out video in the description below. But it's really hard to figure out your gender because you don't know if it's because of your sexuality. You don't know if that's your gender expression. You don't know, because I've seen transgender girls with full-on beards, and that's okay. That's completely okay. Like, people can do that. That's their way to express their gender. Like, they're proud of that. And I don't know, it's really hard to come out because it's hard to figure out yourself overnight. And basically, if your parents are very against it, then it's even harder to try to come out because they would be trying to hammer into your head that it's wrong what you're doing. And yeah, just be yourself. If you know that your parents won't accept you, come out to them, but don't actually like push the situation onto them. Let them have their own time to figure it out. But like, tell your friends, don't push the situation on them. Just say, hey, this is my gender identity, this is my name that I want to go by, these are my pronouns, and leave it at that. Let them figure it out themselves. But anyway, guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.